lately I've been killing it with this Azumarill build, so I've decided we'll go ahead and show you guys, explain how it works, so that you can go ahead and be the best Azumarill in Pokemon Unite. How's it going, everyone? I'm DZaben Neo Zaben, and thank you for hopping on into Zaben education, right? So, you guys came to learn about Azumarill, at least Neo's Azumarill, right? So, the best place to start at, honestly, with any Pokemon when it comes to this game and knowing the build, of course, is going to be the held items and your boosted emblems, right? So, starting with boost emblems, as you can see, now, what I'm showing you right now is the total, like, max benefit, right? These are if you have every emblem and held item maxed out, okay? Not every one of you will have it maxed out, okay? I know I don't, right? Like, half of my emblems are bronze, the other half is silver, and then I only have one that's gold. Now, with that said, the build itself, right? The emblems, you're going to want to have Primeape, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Machamp, a Fearow, Marowak, Tauros, Gyarados, Pidgeot, and of course a Quagsire. Now, with all this together, what is this going to do? Again, at gold, it's going to give you, if they're all gold, an additional 200 health. Okay, an additional 200 health on top of what Azumarill has. And Azumarill's kind of a bulky character. There's plenty of health, so that's really good. Now, an addition is that you get an additional 12 attack for Azumarill, right? And that's really good. You want to raise that attack. Now, there is only 3 things that are negative on this list, as you see. Defense, special defense are down by 5. That's actually not too bad. That's actually, you know, I've seen other builds be way worse than that. So being down by 5 is actually not too bad because that HP being 200 is actually going to benefit you and be more protective than going down 5 points in defense, right? And then, of course, special attack. It's literally down by 24. That's completely fine. Nothing to worry there because Azumarill is a physical attacker, not a special attacker, so that's not going to do anything. And then, of course, as you see, crit rate is at 0, and speed and all that stuff is also at 0. That really doesn't play an effect. But what's cool about this is, if you go over to the equipped set, right, the emblems with matching colors, you'll see that you get an additional 2% to your defense as well as 2% to your special defense. So your defense is still going to be up. In fact, that kind of almost balances out the -5, but you really won't see too much in terms of like your defense, right, being terribly low. Also, you get an additional 2% to HP, which is pretty nice, on top of the 200 that you already have. And then, of course, you get an additional 4% to attack. So Azumarill is going to be pretty strong here. The 12 attack plus an additional 4%. Now, we have to move on to the held items, okay? As you can see, I'm going to start off with this because I think this is personally the better item here, but of course, everybody has a different playstyle, but that is the Rapid Scarf, right? So the Rapid Scarf is going to give you an additional 12 attack, right? It's going to give you an additional 12 attack, but it's also going to give you an additional 9% attack speed. So you're going to attack faster, right? On top of the additional damage that you have, which is perfect, right? Now, you will see that it does say an additional 30% attack speed. Is that a mistake? No, it is not. There is a side, like a benefit, an additional benefit of using the Rapid Fire Scarf, and that is that after you do your 3rd basic attack, right? You do 3 basic attacks. After that 3rd one, you will get an additional 30% attack speed on top of that 9 attack speed for, I believe, about like 2-3 seconds. It can be pretty, you know, small, minimal, but it does help out a lot to attack much faster, right? Now, you could always change Rapid Scarf if you want for the, I believe, the attack weight. The attack weight, basically, you stack up a bunch of points, right? You dunk on the enemy team. I believe you can stack up to 5 or 6 times, and that is going to give you more damage overall. I believe way more than the Rapid Scarf. But again, I prefer Rapid Scarf just because I prefer more damage per second than I do just in total damage overall, right? The additional one, as you can see, we have, going on to the next item, we have a Drain Crown, right? Drain Crown is pretty cool because it gives you HP. In this case, fully maxed out, it'll give you 120 HP. It also increases your attack. So at maximum, it will be 18 attack. And then it has a benefit of restoring health, right? So every time you do damage to the enemy, the opponent, you will get 10% of the damage that you do. You will get it back as HP, which is really great. And again, I think that matches really well with Rapid Scarf because you can do a lot of damage in a short period of time and kind of recover that health a lot faster than just going for a big damage and then recovering only 10% of that. That's kind of how I see it. Maybe other people see it a bit differently. Then, of course, we have, lastly, for the held items, Scope Lens. Scope Lens is going to give you an additional 6% to crit rate. It's going to give you additional 12% to critical damage. And then it has an added bonus of doing an additional 75 damage based off of your basic attack. So it's a little bit weird, but basically just know in general, this is going to increase your overall critical damage, right? And that's kind of what you want. Again, when you pair all these together of crit damage, crit rate with attack speed, you're more likely to get more damage done that way. And then of course paired up with the fact that the Drain Crown gives you health back for every time you do damage. You know, you're going to be kind of like a tank almost. You're definitely going to be surviving a lot of fights. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's just get right into the game. Okay, so the thing about Azumarill, you could go, I would definitely recommend like 2 lanes being, why is this guy coming down with us? See, when people do this, I have, how do I say? I have a bad feeling, you know, like we're not going to win this. But, I would definitely recommend for Azumarill to either go jungle or do bottom lane, right? We have the Fruki in jungle, which is weird because you would think it'd be Zeraora, but that's completely fine. Boom, just like that. So the moves, which I forgot to mention, the moves we're going to be running is going to be Aqua Tail and Play Rough. Those are going to be the moves that we're going to be running on the Azumarill. You could use Whirlpool. Whirlpool's not too bad. And then the other move, instead of the, what's it called? I don't even remember what the other move is called, if I'm be honest. But the other one that is not Play Rough, I guess you could use, but it's not really recommended. You know what I mean? And there's a couple reasons. For one, both Aqua Tail and Whirlpool, they do pretty good damage. They do pretty good damage. I kind of prefer Aqua Tail because I can kind of back away from the enemy, you know, do damage from a distance type deal, which is what I really like. And then you can use Whirlpool, which is great. Oh, it's Water Pulse. You can use Whirlpool, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it is actually pretty good. But you always, that's kind of more being, I guess, I don't know if I want to say more aggressive, but you definitely have it, like, you have to be up close to the enemy to really get it going. Ooh, and am I gonna die? Ooh, I'm barely alive. That's like 1 HP. Okay. Oh, and held items. Forgot to mention held items. So as you can see, I'm actually running X attack. And the reason for that is because if you have Play Rough, you can actually, what the heck? I guess oh, there we go. If you have Play Rough, sorry, and you don't attack the enemy, you can actually use it as an XP, which is really fantastic. Just to get to, and sometimes enemies run away from you. Right there, I'm going to use it to run away. Now, do note that if you get attacked, when you use the Play Rough, you will slow down, where I believe X speed you don't. Okay, we are struggling right here. It's like 2 versus 3. Oh, now we have Buzzwole. Ooh, go back, go back, go back. Oh no, they stunned me. Ah! If they didn't stun me, I would have been safe. they're slowly inching. Again, everybody is, I don't know why everybody's at the bottom lane. Oh, got my Unite move, which I actually am going to use. Let's go ahead and just score on them. Ooh. Okay, so far we're kind of in the lead. That's not too bad. A little bit of XP there. Okay. It does look like the enemy team is trying to get to the top. Ding. Oh no. I guess we're actually gonna, I don't know why I put any backup and I should have put retreat. Ugh. Oh! It's alright. He can take those points. And look at that. Pikachu at the top. I have not really seen... Well, Clefable is a support, but I was going to say, I really haven't seen this Clefable do anything. They're gonna score. That guy's going back, but I'm just gonna go ahead and score with this guy. No, why'd you score? Oh. It's alright. It's alright. I'll just go score at this one and then I'll run away. Alright, so right now we're definitely in the lead. We're actually doing decent. This team I was a little skeptical about, but as a team we're doing a pretty good job. Everybody seems to be doing what they should somewhat be doing. It's kind of working out. Alright, let's get it going. Perfect. Also, I realized their Blastoise is not a Blastoise yet. Alright. Some craziness going on right there. That's fine. Get the Pikachu. I think he was doing his Unite move. Maybe I'm wrong. Look like Unite move. Ooh, what the heck is that? Now, at this time, Chandelure is still fairly new to the game, so I'm not quite sure what his moves are. Pikachu's already going after the Zapdos. I think we could get... Ooh, I just got... You know what? Ooh, Zeraora, help, 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 help. Okay, I'm gonna back away. Again, that draining count really comes in clutch sometimes. And boom, just like that, we got the Zapdos. Go, 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 score! Oh, they surrendered. Even better. GG team. Let's just look at our stats real quick, just to see how did we do that game. All right, here we go. The tally, and 445 to 174. Not too bad. We've gotten 9 assists and 12 eliminations, and of course 135 scored. So that's not too bad. That was actually pretty good. Let's just look at the battle data real quick. Oh, look at that. 76k damage. Look at that. I did the most damage. Of course, I've taken the most damage as well, but again, with this build, you kind of get a lot of HP, so you kind of could survive a lot of situations. There's quite a few situations in that game alone where we were like just dying, right? And then, of course, a lot of recovery, but also Clefable kind of takes that because it's a healer. So yeah, Azumarill, an amazing Pokemon to use, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody. Wanted to take this time to just remind you guys that Pokemon Unite is a team-based game, okay? So just because you might pick up this Azumarill, do really good, score like 200 points, get 30 eliminations, right? Some outlandish number, but just get a bunch of eliminations. It doesn't mean that you're going to win, right? If your team isn't doing what they're supposed to, all the effort that you're putting in will just be for nothing, more or less. There are so many games, and I've noticed this a lot recently. So many games I will play, and my team just does like no clue what they're doing. They just like no clue. Like, I don't know if their brains are off or what's going on, and I'm not trying to be mean, but it does seem like whenever you play a lot with randoms, it seems, at least for me, it's like 90% of the time it's a loss. It's a miss. And then you get some games, all right, you might get 1 or 2 back-to-back wins, and then you go on a losing streak again. Where normally how I like to play is with some of our viewers like Nojo and Grin, who come on in and they pick up, you know, different characters and stuff. I play different characters and stuff, and we can all kind of make it work with one another, right? For the most part, Grin might go jungle, and then it might be Nojo and I going either top or bottom lane. We make it work. Grin comes and helps out, goes back. You know, we all kind of know what we got to do. So I would definitely recommend to even though, again, you might be picking up this character doing really well, that you're finding people that you can play well with, right? Whether it be a friend of yours or somebody within like the Pokemon Unite community. Just find out some people that you can play with, come together, figure out how you two can, or all of you can, come together, link up, and do the Unite battles together, so that way you're always winning and not just going in and putting effort and then it's just for nothing. Just a little tip for the day. So as always, everybody, please, if you enjoyed, hit that like and consider subscribing if you've yet to subscribe. I'm going to try to do more of these Pokemon Unite videos if possible, definitely starting with the players or characters that I like to play as. As always, stay kind, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.